What is up, my dudes? Cheap bastard talking to ya, and in today's video I'll benchmark this i7-4820K, which costs around 100 euros on Aliexpress. Luckily I picked one up from a local marketplace for only 50 euros. Take a look at its specs right here, and my test system specs right here. Meme of the day also should not be forgotten.
Steven, what are you doing in there?
Drugs!
Let me do this cool bottle flip real quick before I transition to the benchmarks.
Oh, you okay, Gavin? Yeah.
And just like that, we got ourselves onto our first game tested, Rainbow Six Siege. Using 1080p ultra settings, I got these really nice results. On GTA 5 I was actually disappointed a bit. My GTX could only be utilized up to 70% because the game's engine is unable to use all cores. So I got these results on 1080p ultra settings, which are definitely not bad, but they could be better. Fortnite went super smooth today. I got 5 kills and these benchmark results on 1080p epic settings. Despite playing quite decent in the beginning, died a cringy death in the end. On Csgo, I've got a slight change to my benchmarking technique. Before this video I always went on a regular deathmatch and got my figures there, but to make my results more linear I'll start using this benchmarking map. So I got these benchmark figures on 1080p low settings. Just Cause 4 on 1080p very high settings went just as expected and I got these benchmark results. On Overwatch, despite playing horribly and losing the game, I got these really high benchmarking figures on 1080p ultra settings. And now, let's take off to the Red Dead Redemption 2 benchmarks. And as you can see, on 1080p medium settings I got these benchmark results. On Need for Speed Heat, this innocent looking Mazda MX-5 outran Lambos using 1080p resolution and ultra settings. I got these benchmark results, which were bottlenecked by the CPU. Okay, now, I don't know what's scarier, seeing this guy on my doorstep or playing Metro Exodus at night. Either way, it didn't stop me from benchmarking it. Here are the results from my peaceful boat trip on 1080p ultra settings. And for today's video dessert, I've got some Valorant benchmarks prepared. Using Quad HD resolution and highest possible settings, I got these results while I was leading my team to the sweet 13-2 victory. To conclude, I wouldn't buy the CPU for 100 euros, because in Cinebench R15 it even got less points than the i7-3770. And to be honest, it really felt like it does not perform as good as the mainstream 4th gen i7. Unless you have an ability to overclock or you can get your hands on one for cheap like I did. It is a great processor, but for 100 euros you could really do better. Subscribe to brighten up your day. And don't forget to stay cheap, my dudes. Cheap bastard out.
I mean, I guess if girls can do it, I can do it.